So Port keeping the Warriors scoreless twice last year, and we're still scoreless now. The deep cross is a dangerous one. Canada around. Shepherd was up. The hook shot from the left foot, and Port go ahead. Well, it was a hit and hope. It was a hit and hope, Johnny. But on 31 minutes, Port Melbourne go ahead.
And probably on the balance of play, Greg. They probably well deserved, but the corner came in. They couldn't clear it, and in the end, the swinging shot by Digadoy, I think, in the end got the deflection, and Port Melbourne take the lead and continue that record of scoring in games, Greg.
So you're looking for progress scores from the game we're at, John, is that right?
I'm just trying to see.
Oh, that's a big steal by the Warriors. Shot on the turn. Oh, no. Ashton against the woodwork. Wow, it was a squillimetre away. It was a great steal by the Warriors. Played back upfield by Wilson for Neon Dion, who's manhandled. Nothing called, though, by the referee. I'm happy with that. Just be consistent. Danny Dixon. It's Duggan. See, they won't get closer than that. We're going to let's have a look at the replay on the one, Johnny.
Great steal, and then the square ball played to Ashton. Shot beat the keeper, but unfortunately hit the outside of the post and away safely for Port Melbourne, who dodge a bullet there, Greg.
Right. The Warriors have held fast. It's a deep, high cross. Oh! Well, that's...
It was again, Greg.
Was it Duggan?
I think so. Snuck in there at the near post and flicked it home.
Right on half-time. Well, that's a smack in the gut. So let's have a look at that one, John.
Headed back across goal, and you can see he was just there. They're claiming handball, but referee's not unmoved at that stage.
Who do we reckon nailed it?
I
Digadoy, the number 3 was.
Digadoy. Well, Greg.
It really doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter right now. Port Melbourne. They go away from home and they win. They go away from home and they score. They've got a track record dating back 12 months of loving the road trips, and right now they'll be loving this one, thanks to Windsor Management Insurance Brokers and Melbourne City Toyota. And really, they've been resolute. Heidelberg United, you did not want them to cough that up before half-time.
Which defenders hate being turned inside out, and that's been the problem of the game so far.
You know, we'll just go with the play first of all. Shepherd, his arm wrestle. Driving was Fowler. Kenny, oh, Lordy heaven above, he loaded up, and the shot was maybe a squillimetre or two over the crossbar, but that was beautiful from the King. The build-up was good. The Dominator was a big part of it. Glad to see him back. But nothing on the scoreboard, 86 and a half played, and I reckon that's just about it.
That was what Kenny was good for, you know, a couple of years ago. That first touch out of your feet, half turn, and then hit it first time, and he just put it into the pockets. But I want to see more of that from him as well. He just needs that service.
This is what I reckon they're missing, is just the confidence to actually take the shot when the shot may be on. There's always one too many touches. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I'm usually right or I'm usually wrong. HUFC TV, 87 minutes played on this Friday night. Josh Wilkins with us, Jay Fox with us, Aaron on the camera again, and of course Spielberg on the dials.
Two straight.
Yeah, too narrow, Josh, quite correct. The idea's there, but you really need to be pinpoint with those balls when you're playing them like that. As Port Melbourne go to the subs bench?
We've been spruiking Port's ability to go on the road and win, but they just make winning a habit on the road. But the Warriors, and this is the interesting one for me, Josh, I've pointed out a few times, this will make it now 32 home games, and they've only won 9 of them in their last 32 at home. And it's a really interesting one, because you would have been at the club at the time if you remember the 5-4 loss against Hume in that cup game on that Wednesday night.
I remember.
And since that time, they've won just 9 of 32 here at Olympic Village, and it's all since the...
Yeah, I remember I was watching that game when I was over in, I think I was in Newcastle at that point, when that game happened, unfortunately. But to be honest, that's a bit of a worrying statistic, because the village was always a fortress.
Well, they won 47 of 61 prior to that, and then just 9 of their last 31.
Yeah, disappointing. But
does that stuff get in your head? We know when
winnings are just a way, like it's a mentality thing as well. Is once you get up, once you're just winning all the time, you just get used to it. So you don't know anything else. So it's unfortunately that's, when you have that little bit of self-doubt, it just causes you to maybe make a misstep here and there, and those little 1%ers go a long way. So.
Well, I tell you what, with a bang, not with a bang, with a whimper, I reckon the curtain's going to come down on this one unless they can get something from the corner. Maybe there's a last gasp hope. They did that against Oakley, of course, in the final last year. Oakley, the side that couldn't beat the Warriors. They could beat Port. Dom Fowler.
3 in a row, Greg, against the Burgers for Port Melbourne.
Well, even more scary, you know what? The Warriors had scored in every game for about 7 years against Port, up until last year. Now it's 3 in a row when they've come up with nothing. So right now, you reckon Port have got their measure in every conceivable way. 1-0 they won here last year, the Sharks. 4-0 down at Shark Park, the mud heap at Shark Park, and then 2-0 again tonight. Unless the flamehead Scott.
He just needs to put his whip in, put it straight on a Kenny's head here.
And, goal. It's life. There's a life. The lifeboat has been launched. What?
Hang on, there might.
Yeah, I know. What's going on, Johnny? What?
I think they're claiming that, and there might be a claim for a push on the keeper, but
well, there's also the goalkeeper is talking to the near side linesman, Andrew Witters. So I don't know what they're claiming, but right now on the scoreboard it says Warriors 1, Port 2. Is there something in this for Heidelberg United? You picked the corner from Sean Ellis, perfectly picked, and it's a 2-1 game. It may still be a hard stopper. How much have we seen the fourth official put the board up? The Warriors, if they can just... I tell you what,
they've got 4 defenders sitting back here. You need to drive forward here. You've got numbers advantage here. Utilise it.
It's 2-1 the Warriors, 10-man Port Melbourne, 10-person Port Melbourne for the last 15 minutes or so, and the Warriors into stoppage time have grabbed one back. And
you push everyone just about.
Yeah,
forward.
just push everybody. This is cardiac kid stuff. Maybe Josh Wilkins joining us in commentary. Revive the spirit of the cardiacs. It's got to go back. Come on, man. Referee calls it back for...
I don't know why he's doing that.
Everyone's
set up and ready to go, and he's just called it back because he wasn't ready. He's probably playing with his hair.
Palpable tension as it comes carooming in. Kenny was up there. Shepherd's there. Shields the footy. Tried to drive it through a gap. Loose ball. Hooked upfield by Dom Fowler. Flag goes up. That was. I've got to be honest. I think that's terrible. That was a terrible decision. Can we see that? We can't see it again. That was a shocker. Oh dear. Well, a grandstand finish. Well, it promises. We don't know how much time added on. It's a 2-1 game. Port lead the Warriors. That may have been the last hurrah. That may have been the last Cupid doll in the claw machine. There was no way it was offside. I agree with you.
The linesman's probably feeling a bit guilty for maybe not seeing the foul on Withers for the goal. So they always do that, the referees.
It's
they
crap.
Have to try and even things out for whatever reason.
Hooked up field, hitting Hope, high in the air. King's there, Bilal's there. Eluded Bilal, it just sort of bounced over and he took a really bad call. And Edwards, I think it was, pummeled it out of play. Now this is it. Oh no.
Yeah, he must have infringed as he hit the ball. I think he should just
whipped him on the end of that piece of play there, Greg.
Needlessly. Yeah. So
that's where you just got to be smart and try and not foul, because that's what we're looking for. Any team 2-1 up, man down, looking for fouls, looking to waste time.
Josh Wilkins has been a true champion of the club, and he's a true champion to join us tonight. And what did you just say behind me? Oh no, you weren't talking to me. All right, Mashuda. AJ went long and high. Now, Hayden Brown.
Hope stuff now.
Yeah, this has got to be it.
Got to get across.
Make a decision. Commit. It's long and high, and is that Ellis turning up on the...
By Dion. Just got to try and pressure him out.
Oh no, it's Dion. Good stuff. Well, he did keep the pressure on, but
take him.
Quayle is there, getting a generous slab of time added on.
I think that might be it.
Might be, Greg.
Yeah, it might be, but it's not.
One more substitution. Sharks.
Yeah, the cow.
Up a little bit
He's going to
more.
touch his toes onto the grass, and then he's going to blow.
No.
Do you get match fees for that, Josh? For a minute?
Well, you know, to be honest.
Expensive couple seconds. Jeez.
So George Mells goes off, and the player in for Port.
Looks like Fraser.
I reckon you're just about right.
Yeah. So no match fees then, it's fine.
Well, so Josh Wilkins, he wasn't going to lose anyway. The King can't hold ground. Dominator. Well, again, bit of a fender bender.
I don't know how he's given that was that a foul?
No, it's
I think he's just air swung and they've missed everything.
Perfectly obvious foul, I would have thought.
Yeah,
Oh, it's a great The referee hasn't got
Perfect to send
So the
keeper forward as well.
So the drama unabated in this stoppage time.
Game, you may as well get the
A
keeper
lofted
forward.
ball, Kenny in the air. Well, he sort of arched his back and lurched across goal. They'll get another chance to reload. So
Referee is letting this one
Zara,
go.
yeah, be quiet, Josh Wilkins.
Bring it for the drama.
Oh, I'll tell you what, if they could pull themselves out of the mire right here. The Dominator for Dion around the Cape, and Habib couldn't judge it. Well, I reckon it's just about it.
He's having a good look at the watch, and I think that might be the last piece of blame.
Maybe he's looking for a third half.
I'm not averse to that. It's a bloody good idea, to be honest with you.
I don't think so.
No, of course you don't. You want to hobble home like me.
That's it.
See, my injuries are forever, though. So
Are they?
I'm never going to get younger. As
Yours physical or mental?
That's cruel. That's just cruel. That's another Warrior free kick. Well, the roller.
I don't know where he's getting all this time from.
The roller. It's exactly. I agree with you. The roller coaster continues. This has got to be it.
Adam Pinnock will be absolutely.
So Warriors deep, and as an equaliser. Holy moly. Well, 2 goals in stoppage time, and let's have a look at that again. Unbelievable fatigue and drama, and wow. That was AJ, by the way. Yeah, that was AJ, wasn't it?
Looks Masuda.
Was that Masuda?
Masuda.
Oh, of course, yes, the big rangy Japanese. I'm flummoxed. This is
Extraordinary scenes.
Yeah, actually, Josh, you know what? I agree with you, but it is. And from nowhere, from the death, they were hammering in the last nail in the coffin, and in stoppage time, and it's been a really dramatically long period of stoppage time. The Warriors have come from nowhere. They've black caviar this one. They've belted out 3 wide and come back for a draw.
How he's even got time to take this free kick?
Yeah.
Is a joke. I don't know where this time's coming from.
No, you're right. Yeah, I agree with you. Warriors, though, well, they've dug themselves out of a grave tonight. This has been the comeback for the ages. This is because Josh Wilkins is with us. They've done a cardiac kids of 2 goals in stoppage time. Edwards.
It's not over yet.
No. Does he realise that the game, it's 45 minutes a half? This is ridiculous, isn't it?
Withers has been carded
Withers just abused his referees when he doesn't get his own way. A child.
This is crazy. This is a mad, crazy ending. And it might not be over yet. Zara hooked it clear. It came off the woodwork. Holy moly, get the heart tablets. Well, I never. What a finish. Let's have a look in the last minute of a long extra time. And off the crossbar. Well, this is incredible. What an incredible finish. What a remarkable, stunning, incredible finish. I am buggered. I am out of breath. Jay Fott, I'm going to defer first of all to Josh Wilkins, who had every right.
Thanks to Josh for joining us
He's a
once
referee.
again.
No, he's